All my friends are leaving the greater Sacramento area. And I'm not kidding. Over the past several years, I've watched friends pack up and move to Texas, Idaho, Arizona, and leaving California altogether. Some just going for cheaper living, some for lower taxes, some because they're just done with the politics and all the things. And that leaves that question is, should I leave too? So born and raised here for 49 years, real estate broker for 23, and there's a lot of people I've helped relocate to Sacramento and also people I've helped lead. So I get to see both sides, from people cashing out heading to Texas, moving to Boise, coming in here from different states. And after watching all these people leave, after hearing all the reasons why, the question I get is, do I still love it here? And I do. But let me tell you the whole truth, the good, the bad, the changes, and why I'm staying and why do I still like it here. It's not all roses, and with all the changes that have come, it's not all great. I mean, there are challenges, and one of them being traffic, because that's what nobody really talks about. Traffic can be brutal. I-80 coming into Sacramento from Roseville during rush hour is insane. Forget about it. Highway 50 to Folsom, same thing. And, maybe it should be a 15-minute drive, turns into 30, 40, sometimes an hour drive, and there's construction everywhere. They're widening highways. The 50 has been under construction for what seems like forever. They're fixing roads, building new developments, which we need, but it means delays, detours, orange codes for miles. It's constant. And the roads in the older neighborhoods are rough too. I personally live in Fair Oaks, and we're talking potholes that realign your alignment, right? Streets that haven't been repaved forever. And it's frustrating when you're paying California taxes and the roads look like this. So huge piece that has seen real change is that traffic. And look, a lot of it is because we're developing and growing, and I think they overlook the infrastructure here. So, you're gonna have those challenges until they fix it. And I don't know, it just takes forever. Other thing around here, summer heat gets real. I mean, here's the thing is we average about 23 days over 100 degrees. That's average. This year, it's actually been really nice. We had only 15 days that hit 100 degrees plus. However, it will get warm. So if you're coming from a different climate, a cooler climate, somewhere where you're not used to the heat, it is going to take getting adjusted to. But when I look at other places, I rather deal with hot summers than shoveling snow and dealing with freezing winter. So that eliminates for me Midwest East, right? And so that's my take. Again, everybody's going to have a different opinion, and that's just something to take into consideration. And then you have the politics. So there's this tension here. And the reason we've seen prices across the United States up is because of the lack of inventory. And it stems from a challenge when the market went down in '08. We had that market crash. Builders stopped building, but our population didn't stop growing. And so we need more housing. And because of that, prices have gone up. Inventory, as it has elevated with higher rates, but it's still light. And there's been a massive resistance from locals, and understandably, people don't like change. And the reality is we're in a growth mode out here in this area. I mean, 49 years ago, or gosh, I can't even remember 49 years ago, but 30 years ago is much different. But the thing is a lot of projects getting put on the derailed simply because, the growth piece of it's not welcome in our area. And so it creates this push and pull that really affects a lot of things. And, cost of living here has gone up significantly. I mean, it's changed over the past few years specifically, especially when we had those crazy low interest rates. Now, if you compare it to California as a whole, if you want to live in California, I don't see a better option than our area, realistically. And in the last 5 to 10 years, housing costs in general have really gone up. So we're talking utility bills if you're on PG and Placer or El Dorado County. All the new developments, when they're built, they have these Melrose taxes, and those add up as well. And then if you're starting to get into the foothills, you start running into fire insurance. And fire insurance, and let's just call it insurance, period, in California is insane. But you go look at Florida and the hurricanes and the storms there, I have not looked into the insurance costs there. From what I hear, though, it does take a toll, and they are having massive challenges over there as well. So thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If it's your first time here, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, drop a comment below. We'll interact. We love interacting with our community. And do me a favor, if you need some information, just shoot me a text, 916-402-5786. My name is Jake DeRosa with the DeRosa Real Estate Team, and I love making these videos and giving information around the area I grew up in and the area I still love. So drop us a like and let's jump into today's topic. After the 23 years in real estate, talking to hundreds of clients who've lived all over the country, is that every place has issues, every single place. And one thing I like to live life by and talk through is I can only control what I can control, and you can only control what you can control. So one of those things is picking where you live and how you experience that area. So I still love the area. That's why I chose Fair Oaks. For me, older, mature neighborhoods were huge, large lots, mature trees. I didn't want new construction around me. There's one infill project that's happening. I didn't want tiny yards, and I wasn't a fan of Melrose taxes nor HOAs. So what I love about that is Fair Oaks offers all those things. I'm a 5 to 10 minute walk from the American River Bike Trail, and I've got space, just 0.3 acres, and I freaking love it. And is that choice gonna make me happy? Really is what it comes down to. Because here's the thing is I've watched this area grow significantly, and I mean significantly. I used to ride bikes and go 4x4ing. I used to live in Vintage Park, and now those same areas I used to 4x4 and ride bikes are now massive subdivisions, places where I used to ride drive my CJ7 through open fields. It's shopping centers and housing developments with thousands of homes. I used to work at Lucky's in Elk Grove, and there was 2 stores. It was I think it was Bel Air down the street and the Lucky's that I worked at, and it was a 1-lane road. So massive growth, and now it's thousands of homes. Elk Grove used to be a small town. Now it's one of the largest cities in Sacramento County. Roseville has exploded. Folsom Ranch didn't even exist 15 years ago, and now it's a massive master plan community. And here's the thing. We're a city that's going to grow. I mean, that growth is coming. And when growth comes, challenges happen and change happens. And we're mostly not programmed to love change. So you've got more traffic, more crowded areas, housing costs up, infrastructure struggling to keep up. That's why we have those roads, we have all those things. But here's another thing I've learned is a lot of people complain about Sacramento. Some people complain about it and leave. Some people move here from out of the area, whether it's the Bay or whether it's out of the state, and love it. And it really comes down to fit. What are you looking for? What matters to you? I mean, I've had people come from different areas and move out here and absolutely love it. And it was a completely different area from what they were used to. It turned into a massive quality of life upgrade. Now, I've had people out here who didn't love it as much or stayed a short time. I've had people who moved into the Rancho Cordova area, into those new developments, and were gone within a few years. And, you know, I've had clients who grew up here, watched their property taxes and cost of living change, and decided to cash out and move to a different area where their money goes further. I get it. I help them sell their home. both are valid choices, and it really depends on what you value. So, with all those challenges, why do I stay? So here's the reality of what I love living about here. And I've said it in past videos, is the location to everything. It's huge for me. You've got Lake Tahoe 90 minutes away. I've taken day trips to go grab lunch at one of the most beautiful places in the country. I can leave Fair Oaks, my house in Fair Oaks, and be in Lake Tahoe in hour 45, just depends on how I drive. And you got world-class skiing, you've got hiking, mountain biking, water sports, everything all right here. You've got Napa, the wineries, 90 minutes away, where you got culture, great restaurants, wineries. You got El Dorado County wine country, wineries 30 minutes away, and the coast about 3 hours to the beach. So you can be in a completely different area in landscape in 30 minutes. Mountains, valleys, foothills, rivers, lakes, it's all here. And one of my favorite things and why I moved to Fair Oaks, where I live now, is the American River Bike Trail. It's 32 miles of paved trail from Discovery Park all the way to Folsom Lake. I can bike, I can walk, I don't run, so you'll never see me running there. And I can take my dog for a walk down there. In fact, I actually did a 12-hour walk on the American River Bike Trail. I put my phone on airplane mode, just me, the trail, the river, nature, completely disconnected from everything. And I thought I was literally gonna die on the way back. I don't know how many times went ahead and thought of Ubering it home, but just walking and thinking that experience was incredible. And it's something you can do here, right? You're in a metro area of over 2 million people, but you can find these pockets of nature and peace throughout the area. So it's really cool. And one of the other things that I really love about this is there's really a neighborhood for everyone that speaks to the lifestyle of diversity, right? When want walkable urban living, you got Midtown Sacramento. I used to live in Midtown, downtown, East Sacramento. You want suburban with great schools and new construction, you've got Roseville, Rockland, Folsom. And if you want luxury and or mountain living proximity, you got El Dorado Hills, you've got El Dorado County, Placerville. You want space, mature trees, larger lots. I mean, you've got Fair Oaks, Carmichael, Orangeville. And if you want rural land, I mean, you've got Lincoln, you've got Auburn, Colfax, and it's all within 30 to 40 minutes of each other. That sprawl that you have is incredible. A lot of metro areas are just one thing, either urban or suburban, and here you've got real variety. So I would recommend moving to the Greater Sacramento area. And would I recommend it? It depends. And I know that's not the answer people want, but it's the honest one. You know, you got to start with the why. What has you moving here? What are you looking for? And really think about that. Are you moving from, I don't know, the Bay because you're priced out? Are you moving from another state because you want to get into a new job offer that they have? Sacramento may work, Roseville may work, El Dorado may work, but that affordability is all relative. We're expensive compared to Texas or Idaho. Maybe not Idaho so much anymore, but certain parts of Texas. Are you moving here for a job? I mean, that's great, but what's your commute going to be? Where's the job located? Because if you work in downtown Sacramento and buy in Lincoln to save money, that 45-minute or more commute each way is going to wear on you. It's going to crush you, right? And so, I mean, are you moving here for lifestyle, access to mountains, outdoor recreations, 4-season with mild winters? Then yeah, this could be perfect. But what I suggest is that you map out what you want in a community, neighborhood, home. Get super clear on what you're looking for. Like, do you need great schools? Then you're looking at Placer County or parts of El Dorado County. And you need a budget for higher home prices and property taxes. Do you want walkable urban living? Then you're probably looking at Midtown. You could get into like downtown Folsom, things like that, East Sacramento, condos, different places like that. And I mean, if you're looking for those older homes, a different vibe, maybe East Sacramento, but they're all going to have various price points and various costs associated with them. So, I mean, if you want space and land, then you're looking at some parts of Sacramento County, the suburbs or more rural areas like El Dorado or Placer. Research the good, the bad, and the ugly. Read local forums. Watch videos like this, right? Talk to people who actually live here. See if it's right for you. You know, I've helped hundreds of families relocate here over the 23 years. The ones who are the happiest did their homework. They knew what they were getting into, and they were clear about what they wanted. So that's a huge tip that I have. Don't just take someone's word for it. And if you want more information about the areas, we have that relocation guide here. We have that Sacramento information guide. It's free. Just download it below or shoot me a text, 916-402-5786. And here's the other thing is the ones who struggle are the ones who moved here with unrealistic expectations or didn't do their research. So if you want to feel like, if you feel like you need that change, I mean, that's valid, whether it's moving in, moving out. We help sellers and buyers, but know why you're making that change. Just don't run from something, run towards something, right? Run towards something that's going to, I mean, make your life better. And to be honest with yourself about the trade-offs, every place has them. You're trading something for something else. Make sure you're okay with that trade. And there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna say, oh, Sacramento this, Sacramento that. Hey, you know what? Research it. Just talk to people, reach out to me. And big question people ask is, how do you make friends around here and build community? That's a valid question. That's a good question, in fact. And my suggestion is, find people like you, find your tribe. I've met so many good people through my interests. I love classic cars. I'm into classic cars. There are car shows, car clubs, cruise nights all over the area. I made some great friends through that. My dog's a big one, right? Like my dog, walking through dog parks, walking trails, being out on the American River, just being out with my pup. Dog people talk to each other. So you got a dog, good opportunity there. And then there's also groups. There's a lot of groups in these different apps that you can meet up and go on walks and just get with like-minded people. There's so much diversity here that you just have to put yourself out there. You know, if you're into fitness, join a gym, take group classes at Orange Theory. You'll meet people into cars, tons of car clubs. There's cars and coffee every corner, it seems like now. Jeep clubs, whatever. And if you have kids, get involved in school events. I mean, there's a lot of ways to build community out here. People are cool. I actually really like that fact. Just get out there, show up. And honestly, people here are friendly. Neighbors, depending on the neighborhood, a lot of them actually talk to each other. It's changed quite a bit, but the neighbors I mean, they're cool. I'll say what's up. They say hi, they wave. Different neighborhoods are going to have different vibes. So again, that goes back to your research to make sure you're in the right neighborhood that you want to have that vibe. I mean, it's hard not to build community here if you make the effort, but you do have to make the effort. So it won't just happen, right? Now, some tips about finding housing and navigating the neighborhoods. What I would say is find someone you trust who actually knows the area. And I mean, like, actually knows it. And I'm talking the neighborhoods within the neighborhoods, the neighborhoods within Citrus Heights, the neighborhoods within Folsom. Not just someone who's moved there themselves and is kind of learning as they go. Maybe a agent like myself who, you know, has lived in and worked in the areas. They know the neighborhoods, the school districts, the commute patterns, the pros and cons of different areas. That makes a huge difference. I mean, I like to say visit neighborhoods at different times of the day. Super critical. Drive through on a Saturday morning when it's quiet, and then come back like on a Tuesday evening, maybe a Thursday evening during rush hour, and see what that traffic looks like, what the vibe is, who's around. So some neighborhoods look great at 10 a.m. on a Saturday, but are completely different at 6 p.m. on a weekday. So do your research, and it's critical that you check out those. If you're researching individual schools, if you have kids and it's not just Don't just take the district ratings. Sacramento Unified is a C- rated district, but there are still excellent schools within that district. Placer County gets an A, but even there, some schools are better than others. So use some sites like greatschools.org, look at the test scores, read the parent reviews, visit the school if you can, and just be realistic about your commute. I can't stress this enough. Don't buy into Lincoln because it's cheaper if you work downtown, because the traffic could crush you. So really, when I look at this whole picture and why I still live here, I mean, yeah, in California with there's a lot happening and a lot of moving parts, but I mean, I still love it here. I mean, the activities, the area, I've got community here. Now, is it going to work for everyone? Absolutely not. But make sure it works for you and factor in like all the total costs of the area too. You've got different costs that you're going to incur. So, it's really almost like a T-bar, the pros and the cons. So you definitely have to do your research, find someone that can help you do your research. But overall, my experience, the change, I would say the Greater Sacramento area has changed tremendously as far as population, a lot of growth. People don't love the growth, and I understand that. I mean, it'd be cool too if it was still a small town, but it's not. And at the end of the day, I can only control what I can control, and that's it. That's the lesson. I can't control traffic. I can't control politics. I can't control housing costs or what the state does with taxes, but I can control where I live, how I spend my time, who I surround myself with, and how I experience this area. So here's what I suggest. Figure out what makes you happy, what fits your life and your lifestyle, and do that. That's the only way you're gonna be happy, anywhere, Sacramento area or anywhere else. So there you have it, 49 years of living in Greater Sacramento area, 23 as a broker, and all my friends are leaving. A lot of people are leaving. I get it. I've helped many of them sell and move. However, I still love it, and I still love the area.